again with another dope, legendary video, and this video is actually just going to help a lot of you guys who's thinking about starting a mobile car wash. Now, we're going to cover a variety of points. So the first one we're going to actually talk about today is how much it cost me to start my mobile car wash, since you guys were curious and asked me that question, so I might as well answer it. And the second thing we're going to actually cover is all the equipment as far as soap, the car wash equipment that we have and what we're going to use them for. And one of the most important point I think you guys should actually stay a little longer in this video for is I'm going to actually show you how to set up your water tank to your pressure washer. That way you don't have to replace your pressure washer every 6 months to a year, because if you don't have the right gravity fed and the pressure washer not receiving the right amount of pressure of water to the pressure washer, it would actually ended up doing too much effort. And now what you're going to end up doing is you're going to go through a pressure washer every 6 months to a year. So I'm actually going to show you exactly one of the best ways to set up your water tank to your pressure washer and some other details. So with that being said, if you are interested, stay a little longer in this video. All right, now you guys, before we even dive into this video, so go to ECR Apparel so that we can actually get your shirt. Go to ecrapparel.com and get your shirt, and the link would actually be in the description box below. Just click the link and we'll take you straight to my website and get you your merch, get you a hoodie, get you your shirt. That way you can further support this channel. And if you have not subscribed, I'd recommend you to do this right now. And also, you guys, don't actually try to remember everything or everything that I say, because I'm going to leave the link of every equipment that I actually get if I have a link to it, because sometimes they are off book. So now what we're actually going to do first is, since I think this is very important to you guys, so I don't want to waste any more time, I want to show you exactly how to set up your pressure washer to your water tank, so that way you can send the right amount of the pressure to the pressure washer. That way the pressure washer pump not ended up doing too much effort. So you need to buy yourself a pump that would actually send the right amount of pressure to your pressure washer. So now what you see here, if you watch my previous video, you guys, you didn't see this piece here. I bought this from Western Tools. So this is the a 12-volt water pump that would actually connect to my IBC up there here and actually bring it to the pressure washer connection. So what I actually ended up doing is, when I had connected the garden hose, if you actually watch my previous video again, you would know what I'm talking about. I actually had a garden hose go from the IBC, the water tank, to the pressure washer. So now when I actually start my pressure washer, I wasn't receiving the right amount of pressure. I feel like the pressure washer sound differently and it wasn't receiving the right amount of pressure. So if I had keep using the pressure washer like this, I would ended up messing my water pump. Is what I would ended up doing. I would have to replace it or keep fixing it. So now what I did was I went to Western Tools and bought this pump, which is a 12-volt. And it actually, in order for you to use it, you will need to have a battery, which you see here again. I have a battery, so that way you can send power to the water pump, or one that comes with the car charger port, or the options where you could actually connect it to your car charger port in your car. But whichever way you feel more comfortable doing it, you are more than welcome to do so. And now it also has a switch of where you can turn it on and off. So let's say if you're going to be using it, you turn it on. And right now, what the pressure washer ended up doing is it's actually pulling the water from the water tank and send it with the right amount of the pressure to the pressure washer. So now I would recommend this to any one of you guys who actually starting a mobile car wash. Always get you a pump, unless you actually set up your water tank in a way it would actually come with a lot of pressure. This didn't come with all the hose that you see here. So what I had to do is I had to go to a Home Depot, and I will actually leave the link of this hose here. I went to Home Depot and buy this hose by itself. So I bought this hose. So what I ended up doing is, because mind you, I need to find a way to actually screw the hose into the pressure washer, and I bought some different I don't know the right name for it, but I guess I put the name somewhere in the screen, to actually connect the cable or the hose to the water pump. What I'm trying to say pretty much is, you need a water pump to connect to your pressure washer in order for you to receive the right amount of pressure, so that way you don't end up messing up your pressure washer. So now this battery, I bought it from AutoZone. I would probably leave the link somewhere again in the description box below. It cost me about $76 plus tax or so, because I didn't have the cord with me. If I had the cord, it would have actually been $10 cheaper. Now guys, we're going to talk about different equipments that I actually have. One of the things that I actually want to mention is for my actually pressure washer, the one that I actually previously have, as you can notice, is I have 2 boxes of the Black Max pressure washer. What happened to my other pressure washer is, while I was actually using it, I didn't secure the pressure washer. It actually stayed like this into the vent, and I was actually using the pressure washer to wash a car. I actually had somebody with me that was actually pulling the cable of the pressure washer to actually give me farther reach to be able to spray the car that I was actually washing. So what the person ended up doing is they pulled the cable too hard to the point the pressure washer fell off the vent and fell on the side and messed up a little a pin where you actually control the pressure of water that goes to the pump. So now what happened is, when the pump actually sending the pressure of the water to the pressure washer has a pump also, but what you ended up doing is, like I had mentioned to you earlier, you actually have the pump send the right amount of pressure, so in order for the pressure washer pump itself don't actually ended up doing too much work. So now when the pressure actually ended up coming to the pressure washer, that pin that actually broke is the pin that regulates the pressure that goes to the pressure washer, ended up messed up. So now what I had to do is, thank God I still had warranty on that pressure washer, I actually exchanged it for another one. But in the meantime of me not having a pressure washer, I actually got myself an electrical one that comes with the can foam, so which I actually use a couple times. It's pretty fine, but I wouldn't recommend you use this actually gun to use the foam. I would actually buy another can foam. So but this one is the Greenworks, okay, the Greenworks, so which is electrical, and it is a 17 psi, which works pretty fine. And now I have a gas pressure washer and electrical pressure washer, which is actually great, and I think this one can come pretty handy. Let's say if you want to wash your own car at home, and you have this would get the job done. But since I'm mobile, I do a lot more cars, I think this one give me more pressure, would actually get the job done a lot quicker, and would actually leave, well, I don't have a link for this, well, actually probably gonna find the link of where you can actually get it, but somebody bought this for me, and I didn't really buy it from an exact place. And as you notice here, that I have the a vacuum here, which I actually got from Home Depot, okay, which is the rigid I got from Home Depot, which I think this one almost cost me $100, and I would actually leave the link for that same exact one. And also I bought some soap here. I have the degreaser, I have the soap that comes with the wax. Also I have the degreaser that I bought from Walmart. I had bought some stuff from Walmart, but I ended up finding out about this place where I get the bigger gallons of the degreaser and the soap from Falcon Industry Pro, which I would actually leave maybe the address or their website in the description box below, because I believe they do have a website. And also I got some foam, soap, and some other products. But one of the things that I think I like the most about everything that I actually bought is the bucket roller, the little thing that I have underneath the bucket. So what it does is, instead of you have to drag the bucket everywhere, you put that little thing underneath the bucket, so that would actually give you an easy way to maneuver around, since it's all about being efficient and use your time the proper way. And as you know, that I have the Westinghouse generator, which I think this cost me about $400+ or $400 or so. I would check the website and leave the link in the description box below, where you can actually click it and see if it's actually the generator that you actually want. And the IBC that I have back there, you guys, I actually bought it from a friend of mine. I don't have an actual location or website I could actually leave in the link below. I actually got it from OfferUp, and I think a water tank like this would actually cost about like $300-400, but I was fortunate enough to only buy it for like $100. So I'm not quite sure if you guys would be lucky enough to actually, find you a deal like this. But if you are somewhere in the South Florida area, or more of in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, hit me up. I actually take you there, or give you the guy's phone number where you can actually call him and go get your water tank. And I actually got me some other equipment as far as brushes to actually clean the rims and the little spot where you can actually reach. So I have another type of brush to actually clean the rims and bugs remover. I have the rag, the towels to actually clean the car, clean the window, the interior cleaning. I have leather products to actually help. So now, I know you guys wanted to know how much it costs in total. Here's the thing, guys. Before I even dive into telling you all the things that I actually bought and how much it costs, man, let me say this real quick. When you're actually starting your mobile car wash, the 3 to 4 main things that you need is, some of you don't really carry a water tank with you. You don't necessarily need to have a water tank. If you can be open to your client to tell them, I will need water. Do you have any water output where I can actually connect to my pressure washer? Some customer would actually tell you yes, they have it. Some customer may not have it. That's the reason why it would be more convenient for you and your customer to carry your own water. You don't necessarily need to have a water with you. So now, if you want to cross the water tank out, that is fine. But I would actually recommend you to connect the water tank into your budget. So if you actually have your water tank, it doesn't have to be as big as this. You can find yourself a 25 gallon, 100 gallon, or 75 gallon of water, or whatever it is, or whatever the case might be, right? So you get you a water tank that's actually going to fit your vehicle. So you might do it in your truck, you might do it in your van, you might doing it in your pickup truck, whatever the case might be. So the second thing that you're definitely going to need is you will need a pressure washer. I'm not quite sure if you're going to work with a electrical one or a gas one, but whichever way you go, it is just okay as long as you're comfortable with it and you can use it as you actually wish. So now, one of the things I would actually recommend you to have is, you don't need to have such a big generator. You can get you something smaller as $100 and some, $200. It all depends. You just need to get started, and as you get started, you can actually save yourself some money as you get your business going. So now, because the reason why you need the pressure washer is because you need to connect your vacuum. So now, if you want to use your customer power, so that is another ballgame again. So I feel like using the customer's water or electricity won't really put you in a position where you can ask the amount of money or charge the customer with the fair price of the wash, because you use their soap, because you use their water, because you use their power. Hey man, if you use my power, you use my water, man, I don't think you should charge me $50 for a wash when that wash actually costs $100. But I would actually recommend you to have your own water and power and source of power. So you don't need to buy such a big generator. The reason why that I actually bought this generator, I'm planning on buying me an extractor to actually shampoo the inside of the clock seats. So I think I need this amount of watts and in order for me to run my vacuum and the extractor at the same time, because if you ended up buying a generator that's not powerful enough, you probably won't be able to power both of the equipments, the extractor and your actually vacuum. So that's the reason why I actually bought this one, so I was a little bit predictable of of what I'm going to have as far as a long term. So pretty much, if you can get you a little pressure washer for like $200, this one cost me $70. So you could buy yourself a $70 pressure washer. You can buy yourself a $300 or $200 generator, and buy yourself a cheaper actually a vacuum. So it doesn't have to be this big. You could buy you something that's gonna cost you by like $50, $30 vacuum. So, but this one is gonna last me longer, and it's actually a good quality vacuum. That's the reason why I bought it. So pretty much you barely at $1,000 so far with the main equipment that you need, and you probably use a little bucket that's probably gonna cost you by like $20, $30, and you buy you some soap. You can actually start a mobile car wash at least with $2,000. $2,000 will get you right, but I actually ended up spending a little bit more, so I'm going to actually show you exactly how much it actually cost me to start my mobile car wash. With that being said, you guys, let's go. As far as the van, so now this might not be an option for a lot of you guys out there if you are on a strict budget, but I was actually on a strict budget. I was not planning to spend as much as I had spent in this van, but nevertheless, you guys, I want to give you some details of how much it actually cost me. So in total, this van cost me about like $8,000. So now this is enough for you guys to start like 2-3 mobile car wash. But at that time when I was actually buying this van, I didn't really know what I was actually buying it for, but I just thought that, you know, it would be cool to have this van, and there are, you know, so many things that can be done in a van like this. But I ended up come up with the car wash business idea, so which again, that was not the original idea of why I actually bought this van. And again, if you actually have your cargo van or have a car, you can actually start your car wash in the back of your car. You won't have to spend $8,000 in the car like this. And the $8,000, of course, I didn't spend it all in one, and I actually ended up, you know, spending money fixing this, fixing that, because this car is a 2011 Chevy Express 1500. So now it ended up costing me a little bit more than I actually expected, but nevertheless, I actually bought it for a business, and I'm going to put into business, and that car can actually probably going to give me that money in return in a couple years or whatnot. But now, as far as the equipment, as you can see, if I want to give you like a general numbers of how much it actually cost me, the pressure wash actually cost me about like $300 or so, and the generator cost me about, you know, another $400, and the water tank cost me about $100, and the I actually have 100 feet cable, which actually costs about like $200 or so, and I have the vacuum cost me about $100, and I have the soap that I buy, 1 gallon of degreaser probably cost me about like $20-$30, and it goes the same way for the soap. If I put all those numbers together, this costs about almost $10,000. So now, like I said again, that's a mind-blowing number, which again, you do not have to have $10,000 to start a mobile car wash like this. That was my situation, you guys. I wouldn't want you to be in it. You can start your mobile car wash at least with $1,000 to $3,000 at the most. This is an insane number to work with, but nevertheless, like I said again, that's my situation. So since I'm actually filling you guys in with everything, so that's why I'm actually telling you the numbers, you guys. Now I'm going to actually show you some more details of what I actually have on the inside, because mind you, we're still not done, because we haven't really set up the shelf inside to put the soap. As you can see, we have buckets of soap, we have buckets of degreasers and bottles and all that stuff. I think there's still a little bit more expenses to be made, but what I want to do is I want to actually get the business actually going. That way I can actually saving up some money, so I don't have to keep coming with money out of my pocket. Let me actually show you some further things that I have on the inside. Also, we don't want to forget that I actually got a water pump to help me, and I also bought electrical pressure washer, which cost me about $70, and I also have the pump that cost me about like $76 from Northern Tools, which is the 12-volt utility pump that actually give me a good pump to the pressure washer. All right, guys, about to be a wrap for this video. As you can see, I have quite a bit of equipment here. All right, so yes, guys, so now so let me kind of give you like a run over again of everything that I have. So here I have this brush, is to help to reach in the corner of the rims that you can actually reach with your hands or a rag. I have this brush here, is for the tire. It's for you to wash the tire before you apply your degreaser. This is for the little spot of the interior, the vent or the little corner, the door handle that you can actually reach. So I have 4 different dimensions of brushes that you can actually use, which is this can come pretty handy. And I have this bottle here that has the greaser, and I have the protection for the dashboard, for the leather dashboard. I have the wax and the washed, which you can have a bigger bucket here that has both, that has the same thing, and I have the wheel cleaner, which is another degreaser. Again, all of these pretty much about 4 bottles comes with this bucket. So as you can notice here, it comes with like 4 bottles in this bucket kit. And also this you can find at Walmart, which actually going to try to leave the link in the description box below, just like I mentioned earlier. And I have some foams in the back. I have some wash again, some soap again that I actually bought from Walmart, and the Falcon Pro. Everything that says Falcon Pro, these are the things that I actually bought from Falcon Pro. So which again, they actually sell only detergent for car wash. So if you want to get your stuff and you're in the South Florida area, I would recommend you to do that right now. All right, so, and also I had bought this from Walmart to wash your car, and I have this rag again, so which if you want to have a physical connection with the car, so you can feel every curve of the car. You have the one where you could actually put your hands in it and you wash it. And I also think this is very essential, you guys, so where you could put the soap, the brushes, just like you see in here. So this is exactly what you use, and you put your little brushes like this, you know, just like that, you know, put this in there, and the little sponge that you actually use to actually put your apply the tire shine into your tires. And I had mentioned that I actually bought this Greenworks pressure washer 17 psi that comes with a foam can and is a gun that can actually spray the car or even spray the foams. So it comes with both. And I have this actually vacuum, which is about how many gallon? 12 gallon. Is a 12 gallon wet and dry vacuum, which is actually great. So if the inside is wet, you still can vacuum it. If it's dry, that's even better. I actually bought some towels. So this is about what, 30 is a pack of 30 towels that comes with different color, and I have a variety of I have about like 4 or 5 packs of 30. So and again, this is a pressure washer, generator. I have the water tank, I have the pump, and I have the battery to power the pump, and I have the cable, the 100 feet cable for the pressure washer. And go on the other side, we got a lot of stuff that we have not set up, you guys. So I think this car wash, it's going to even get better. So stay tuned, you guys. I'm going to show you exactly everything that I actually going to do with this actually pressure washer, this car wash business. And this is the cable for the vacuum, and this is the top to cover the bucket, so once you're done, so dirt or things don't get in it. All right, so and I have some other things in there too, guys. I still got a lot of stuff, which I bought this Xiaomi again from Falcon, so I think it's like $16 for the Xiaomi. This is the water tank right here. So pretty much, you guys, this is it. This video about to come to an end. Now I'm actually going to do another video of how I use every equipment. So we do some elite tests and all that stuff. And I'm actually going to do a video of how to use it and how to use every equipment. So if you're new to this channel, man, don't forget to subscribe, because we got some more videos coming on how to set up all the shelf and your buckets and the bottles and stuff. And we're about to wrap this car very soon, not yet, but you know, it's gonna come soon, because we're trying to make some money, because we had invested too much into this van and to still spending money and not making money. So so now we are on the expectation of having a return investment, you know. So with that being said, you guys, we're gonna get going, and I'll catch back in the next video.